Hello everyone and welcome to the show with quality that's harder to find than your favorite Pokemon that's both shiny and has optimal natures. I'm your host Zerango and this is Smash Talk. I am really excited for today's episode. First up, we're going to be talking about the Smash World Tour. This is an endeavor which is totally unique in not only the way that it's partnering with a whole bunch of different communities, but also in its incredible prize pool. With $200,000 on the line, you best believe that every top player will be coming out of the shadows to do their best and make it to the final round. Next up, we'll be checking out the clips submitted by you guys and see what's been cooking. After we're done in the kitchen, we're gonna go straight to the fireside and get to understand the man that is Max Ketchum just a little bit better. Following the fireside chat with Max, we'll showcase how you guys describe your mains without using their names. And the last subject today is going to be touching on the Nairo video release. We're talking about some of the initiatives to help mitigate anything in the future and continue the healing process in our community. I am absolutely ecstatic to be going on this journey. Please take a second to like this video while I introduce the amazing commentator. No, I messed it up. He's the cunning commentator. He's the lyrical legend. He's the alpha omega of spirits. It's Max Ketchum. Max, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. It is lovely to have you. How are you doing today, brother?
Always love coming on shows like this and helping a homie out. So how's it going, bro? Thanks for bringing me on.
Absolutely. Smash World Tour is a new incentive headed by VG Bootcamp to be able to make a very, very large event and a large prize pool, something we haven't seen in Smash. Have you seen anything close to this $200,000 prize pool in Smash Bros before?
Yeah, there have been somewhat close, like 5-digit prize pools, but never anything in the 6-figure range, and certainly not like this. Really glad, though, that the community can always take matters into its own hands, as long as Nintendo isn't going to step in and shut it down like we saw with Big House. It's pretty much the only way in which they can interfere at this point. But yeah, if you're not going to do anything for us, at least just back off. Let us live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we built this ourselves and got all the sponsors and got all the money, just let it happen, bro. Come on.
If you think about it, if we can continue getting good attention on it, if we can continue driving numbers and showing sponsors and other entities that this is a valid way of entertainment, there's nothing but benefits that could come from it. What is your perspective on the whole? Is Wi-Fi valid, and should we continue with creating this event, or is this something that we should just scrap until in person comes up again?
Trust me, man, I hate Wi-Fi as much as anybody. I've entered 0 Wi-Fi tournaments since the pandemic. I hardly even play the regular version of Ultimate at all anymore. I have 2 roommates who are Smash players, so I can play in person whenever I want. I have a couple friends who live close by and have been safe about COVID and stuff. So I am in no position to have to play Wi-Fi by any means. I hate it. I personally would never do it. But I think it's ridiculous that people are so pessimistic and ungrateful about the fact that the Smash World Tour has to occur online.
Thank you.
What else are you going to do? What else are you doing? Are you going to play in the same local over and over again and just hope that it lasts and hope that your stream viewer base cares enough about you after you've gotten 9th for the 6th time in a row?
Right.
I think, just breathing any life into the scene right now is a very welcome addition. And it's not like these are resources that are just magically going to last until offline can continue, right? You have to act now, have to prove the viability of something like this. And honestly, it makes the tournament ops a lot easier when it's online, because as we discussed, 5 minutes ago, running a tournament in person is so much more difficult. You have to pay to book a venue, namely, and also all kinds of staffing and logistical concerns come with that. So I think this is a good kind of proof of concept for sponsors. Hey, even in this dog shit online era, we can still bring a bunch of attention to the community. We can have a bunch of people entering and watching and generate hype and content and all this stuff. And then, a year or 2 years down the line, hopefully less than that, when offline events can resume, those sponsors are now integrated into the Smash ecosystem, and it's, a lot easier to get them on our side and get them to come back, especially if with a weaker concept, that proof of concept is still enough to bring them along for the ride. So I think it's great that it's happening. I congratulate everyone who was a part of it for making it happen. That's honestly awesome stuff.
For everything Smash World Tour, make sure to check out smashworldtour.com or check out their Twitter. We asked you to give us the best clips of the week, and you guys must be Skip the Dishes because you delivered. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for some positivity in your life? Do you need motivation to get off that sorry, lazy ass of yours? Well, then I have the man for you. Twitch.tv/Zerango. Zeranga. Oh, Zerango.
Yes!
The man is literally made of positivity, and he will not rest until you're just as insanely positive as he is.
The future looks bleak.
He will take his positivity and shove it down your throat until you're skipping around, smiling, and bleeding rainbows out of your ass just like him. Zerango knows what's best for you, and he'll give you the best damn life advice you've ever heard, all while kicking your ass at Smash Bros. So get pumped, get positive, and stay gaining, gamers.
Now it's time for your favorite moment, where we take our guest and we commentate on the clips that you posted on our Twitter. Let's see what you guys have provided us with today. Probably some mucho quality clips.
Yeah, what are you guys cooking up right now?
No.
Got the big cat coming through, doing some big things. Oh.
I don't know what it is about Game & Watch players, but when they hit that avatar state, bro, it's over. There's nothing you can do. Nothing.
Once the C-stick starts rolling, man, heads start rolling next.
And the heads will roll.
Oh, hero, my eyes will roll with this. Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What
you
kind of
got hero,
DI?
dude. I mean, imagine losing to a character where you don't even know what move they're gonna pick, and then you die at 0 because you tried to approach.
No. Oh, no. What's about to happen? Ooh! Can't be air dodging like that, Terrence. Yeah, you should know. You should have fear in your heart as soon as you get up aired. Oh, what is this Mega Man gonna do? Yeah, you gotta have a huge brain to play this character, and I think even though he's, you know, projectile spamming all the time, dude, it's so cool when he pulls off the crazy stuff. Oh, what? Excuse me?
How big is that hitbox?
Oh my god, I'm disgusted. Oh no, no! This guy's a genius for that. Oh my god.
I didn't expect that to work like
How do
that.
you even know? Like, you're all the way up there. There's no way you can possibly keep track. Like, okay, my up B, my DDD up B that goes really high and at a weird arc.
If you don't know Max already, he's been in the community for a very long time and is interesting enough to have his own TV show. But for now, all we have is the interview with Max Ketchum.
Sure.
I just want to touch on you as a gamer. And I feel like we kind of hit that same realm of like, we only play things that we like to go hard at. For you specifically, we have Marvel, we have Pokemon, we have TF2, excuse me a little bit. You were Diamond 2. Pretty sweet, and you also play Ultimate, and you are very, very competent, and you do commentary, at least for Ultimate. Do you do commentary for the other games as well?
Yeah, I play and commentate Melee as well, and I played Brawl and Smash 4. 64
so you're like
though,
all the Smash.
I'm trash.
Yo.
Yeah. I've been in Smash, like, following it since 2004 competitively, and, you know, like, playing casually since 64 drop, pretty much. And my first tournament was in 2007 for Melee, so before Brawl even came out. And then I just wanted to play the new one. You know, I wasn't, like, super ingrained into the community, and then I just ran with the newest game and always played, like, a little bit of Melee on the side.
Melee never truly leaves people's souls. Like, because the community is still there, I think that always if you started playing Melee, you're gonna go back, and if you go to a tournament, you're gonna enter both Melee and Ultimate just because you're like, I like to participate. It's a good time.
Yeah, the only reason I feel like I haven't entered both Melee and Ultimate at more tournaments is just because I usually have commentary for one or both of the games as well, right? So
Valid.
Ever since the Spirits era, I've definitely had a new fire in Ultimate, but only with the Spirits.
Right. Well, it makes you feel like Melee and all the movement options open up, and it's a little bit faster paced. I've watched you play, and it seems like a hell of a lot of fun, honestly. But you were mentioning before that you said that you started in 2007, but you actually started going to tournaments in 2003 just for a different game.
No, so I had never attended live events until 07. But
What's
like,
OU?
I have, yeah. So Pokemon OU has only really ever taken place online.
Oh.
So I played that. I played that in the most primitive form you could imagine, which is a text-based chat client called MIRC, and that was how you like had to play back in the day. There was no net battle with like a nice little interface. There's no shoddy battle. There's no Pokemon Online. There's no showdown. So yeah, I played in like 3rd grade, I think, when Ruby and Sapphire came out. I played Advanced OU pretty religiously for a good while. I don't think I ever really was good at it, but I stuck with competitive Pokemon ever since. Some of like the first computer activity I ever was doing. Like my computer couldn't even run Neopets, but it could run IRC, so I could play Pokemon.
Do you remember the gray Game Boy way back when?
Yeah. I never had one of those. My first console ever was a Game Boy Color.
That is a terrific first console ever. What was your first game that you got on that?
Pokemon Yellow. And my dad had an N64 with Mario Kart 64 on it, but I didn't like have solo ownership of that, so that's why I count the Game Boy being first. It was for my 7th birthday in 2000.
The other thing that Max Ketchum is really known for is his ability to rhyme lyrics. The man is a rap legend. I don't know, did you start before the Smash Cypher 2018? Like, how long have you been into creating lyrics and music?
The first time I ever attempted it was in high school.
Okay.
I saw some Bo Burnham videos, and
Yo.
you know, everyone was like gushing over him.
Right.
And I was like, you know what, man? Like, I think this kid's overrated. I think I could do this. So I would just start writing like random rhymes and stuff.
Smash caster, Pokemon master slash rapper, backdashing falchion slasher, smacking brackets with my eyes closed, legacy that I hold, pay to see my live show, plenty CDs I sold.
You know, I'm happy that the Smash Cypher 2018 was the first time, or 2018 was the first time that anybody had heard my rap, because
Okay.
like, you know, prior to like around that time, or maybe a year or two before that, I wouldn't say it was anything great, but I am pretty proud of that verse even to this day. I think it's quite good. And then, you know, I put out an EP a few months after that, or I guess actually like a year and a half after that. It took me a while, but I started writing it very shortly after because I got a lot of praise for it. I was like, damn, like people actually like what I put out there. I'm one of those people that's like 100% passion. It's like anything I do that's not completely inspired and motivated, like from the deepest corners of my souls, I'm going to be complete dog shit at it.
I'm probably gonna have to link that down in the description to make sure that people know what we're talking, just for a reference sake. We're gonna have to, you know, make sure that that's down there.
For sure.
For your EP, did you come up with the beats as well? Is that also you?
So Matt Houston, who made like a bunch of the Smash Cypher and Pokemon Cypher beats over the years, he made 2 of them. One of them is from a producer named Grammatic, who I just think has really fire beats.
Yo.
And the last one is just a song that I heard in TD Bank. So I used like the last
sweet.
1% of my phone battery to Shazam it, because I was like, damn, this actually like sounds like it would be a fire rap beat. It's totally not like made to be that, but it works for one quite well. So
That's badass.
yeah, that's the origin.
You're in like a hotel elevator. You're like, what the fuck? This is sick. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like that elevator music vibe.
I love
That
it,
song.
dude. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great song though.
And we'll continue that. Is there anything that you're working on right now that you want to plug or you want to talk about real quick before we go into the highlight feature?
I would say the number one focus of my life right now is streaming and YouTube. So definitely check out twitch.tv/Max Ketchum, youtube.com/Max Ketchum Gaming. But that's it. Unfortunately, I can't take the Max Ketchum URL on YouTube, even though it's available. Don't ask me. It's some bullshit. But yeah, that's pretty much like where all my creative energy is going. So 10 p.m. Eastern every day. Sometimes I'm late. Well, I'm late a lot of the time, but we're working on it.
It's 10 p.m. You guys aren't going anywhere. You're just going to hang out and wait for Max
Right.
to stream. Come on. Max is incredibly community oriented. And talking about community, we have a whole bunch of responses that you gave us on our Twitter right after a word from our sponsors. Community is all we're looking to create, but when that's taken away from you, what do you have left? Unfortunately, we can't always be correct in the world we live in, but we can always strive to make it right again. I wanted to touch on the Nairo video that got released not too long ago. Now, I watched it personally this morning again, and each time I've watched it, it's hit me like really deep. I haven't been a personal fan of Nairo. I haven't been a Naifu, but to be able to see someone go through that struggle and then try to find his way out of it, fighting through legal battles, fighting through, you know, the depression and all of the emotions that would go along with losing your friends and losing your community, it hits hard. And it just goes to show, in my mind, how important this scene is to a lot of people and how easily something like this could be taken away. And I don't want to put the focus on the Nairo situation as a whole, because I don't think anyone is really qualified to be able to talk to that. But what I would like to draw the attention to is a lot of the initiatives that have sprung up in the last year to be able to help these communities come together and fight against any sort of issues that are going on, and helping solve a lot of the issues that have been happening in the Smash community and fighting against the bad perception that the Smash community has. I don't know if, Max, you've had any issues like this in your community, and if there's initiatives springing up, and if you'd like to touch on that.
Sure. I just want to say first that, I feel immensely for Nairo. He lives very close to me, and it's, that's somebody who I've known for years and years, through multiple Smash games. So I just hope everything works out for him, and I hope he's able to, make it out of this on top, whatever that means for him. And just, I want him to be happy and at peace at the end of the day. So, so in terms of initiatives that have popped up locally, there's definitely been people trying to make conduct panels and stuff of that nature within Tri-State. I haven't necessarily been involved in any of it, but I do support those initiatives. I hope that, people are able to figure out the best way to deal with abuses in the community and kind of like weed out the bad apples, so to speak, and handle things in a professional and dignified way. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't just boil down to a witch hunt on Twitter or like a firestorm in public. Last July, things really exploded badly on Twitter, and for better or worse, right? Like, there are positives and negatives to it.
Right.
The positives are that these issues are being discussed openly, and it's not like something you have to sweep under the rug or keep hush hush or whatever. Like, sometimes these issues are really bad, and like you need to warn the masses, so to speak. But at the same time, having everybody weigh in on things and just like completely having it dominate public discourse can be really dangerous, because then you see like nothing gets done. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like constant negativity and yelling into the void and stuff. And that's why we need initiatives like what you mentioned, and conduct panels that are popping up. Like, I feel like a smart way to handle it is at the local level first, and then kind of moving into larger, more concentrated efforts for bigger demographics, or I guess like for more prominent like global faces of the community and stuff. I feel like very few people within the Smash community do have the necessary qualifications for this.
It's rough,
we're like the blind guiding the blind here. So, I don't think the Smash community is inherently a dangerous or bad place, but there are definitely bad actors. So, the better we can do with removing and or rehabilitating people who have done wrong, again, the sooner we'll see a Smash community that resembles what we want it to.
And that is exactly what we're trying to work for. It is creating something that we're proud to be a part of and proud to participate in. And all of this has been a learning experience for us to try to figure out what we have to do to make this a safe space for everyone to be able to participate in. Because in my community, I know that there's been kids who would be lost without their weeklies, without being able to go see their friends, without being able to go participate, without being able to pick up mentors to be able to learn from or get the right perspective or have fun around, right? And these people have to be responsible people and help propagate this feeling of participation and community that is so important and an integral part of Smash as a whole.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think parents and parental involvement could help a lot with this stuff. But again, this is stuff that I'm not very qualified to answer or prescribe an answer to. Though I just think, like, at the very least, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, especially under 16, maybe a parental chaperone or some kind of family member or something is a good idea.
Like, I believe that we have an inherently whole community that's helped tons of people. And I want to make sure that we can get back to that grassroots and we can get back to that mentality that we are here to be able to come together as a whole bunch of misfits and create something where we can feel safe and secure and find our goals and become better people because of it. It's important.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a noble vision. And I think, all these horrible incidents are certainly the minority of experiences people have had with Smash, like the overwhelming minority. Like, I think 99.999% of the time you go to a tournament, you have a great time and you leave happy. Even if you got like salty in bracket because you lost or whatever, like you still overall are going to have a good time. I don't know. I think Nairo, though, has a great track record in the community of being honest and upfront and like, just a positive force for the community overall. So there's, there are just so many layers to issues like this, right? But it would be nice to see Nairo come back and make a full return to the community in whatever capacity he wants, right? Like this is somebody who's not like a threat to the community. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, like, there's no pattern of behavior being fit here. It's not like Nairo goes to tournaments like looking to cause trouble or anything. So
Max, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on here, talking about the subjects and getting your input from someone who's been in the scene for so long. You are just amazing, and I appreciate you immensely. Thank you so much for participating, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks again, and take care to everybody watching. Have a good day or night, whatever it is, and see you next time.
Do you have like a catchphrase or something that you extra with all the time?
No.
This has been another amazing episode made possible thanks to people like you. Make sure to share this with anyone who likes Smash but hasn't gotten into the scene, and let us know in the comments down below who you'd like to see on an episode. But for now, like a good Pokemon trainer, I gotta catch them all. Good luck, have fun, and stay gaining, gamers. John Cena